Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 25th day of Tips for Successful Living. Welcome to the 25th day of Tips for Successful Living. I used to think that the most productive people are the people that do it all. I later discovered that the most productive people are the people that figure out the most important thing to do. They write it down and they try to do them systematically in the right order. And the process of doing it, that means that they try to do one thing at a time. The process of doing one thing at a time gives them the opportunity to rest, to take some time to rest. And let's face it, the truth is we all have the tendency to commit ourselves to do so many things at the same time because you always want to say yes to this, yes to that. I can do this, I can do that. And that's the encouragement, right? You always have to be able to say yes to new opportunities and do your best to do things as much as possible. But then we forget that we also have to think about how much time we have to get these things done. If we don't think about the time that is required to get these tasks done, then of course we're going to run out of time. Then the time that's supposed to be allotted for resting is gone. Hence, there's no time to rest. And when we talk about time to rest, we're not talking about taking all day to rest or being on the bed for the whole day. We're talking about even just a few minutes of rest can be very effective. Have you ever taken a 5-minute nap between your work? And when you woke up from your sleep, it feels like you have been sleeping for years. The tip for today is to take some time to rest. In a world where everything is busy, we have to get this done, get that done. Sometimes we forget the fact that we still have the body that needs to be taken care of. We have the mind that needs to be taken care of. And that's why when we don't take time to step back a little bit, some of those interactions will feel stressful, and of course the quality and productivity will be very low, which is not good anyways. So it's very important to take some time to rest in between work. One of the skills that is also very important is to not think about resting for a long time, maybe for a short time. Taking naps. I've seen people take naps on their seat while walking. Naps on the bed. If you have the chance to be on the bed, why not? But sometimes all you have to do is to put your head down and just take a nap for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. When your body's requiring you to do it, you just have to do it. Do it for yourself. I've also seen people who just like to be celebrated, people who want to be save the day kind of a guy, whereby I showed up and I can get it done, that kind of a thing. It's a good feeling to be that kind of a person. But then you also have to think about the fact that when people push you to do such thing or to be that kind of a person, the last thing on their mind is not your health. They are not thinking about your health, and yes, they want to push you forward to get things done, to do this, do that, but then we know health is wealth. We know the health is wealth. So if you don't take care of that, if they're not thinking about that, you might want to step back and think about yourself for a second so that you don't just get too much in the mood of being that kind of a person who wants to save and help everybody. And when something happens to your body or to your health, or you're not doing the work very well, it's the same people that are going to come back and tell you, well, you did it bad anyways. You should have done this, and complain about so many things that you're doing. Therefore, take some time, step back, take some time to rest. Let another person be that save the day kind of a guy, or kind of a woman, such that you give other opportunity to do that while you take some time to rest, because that's what make you feel energetic and relax. And when we talk about rest, it could come in different form. It could just mean you taking some time to sit down for a few seconds, take a nap, go on vacation, do something that you like, enjoy yourself for a few seconds, for a few minutes, for a few days, weeks, if possible. But then it's very important to take some time to rest, because it affects your productivity. And like I said, one of the strategy people have used to achieve that is to know what they are saying yes to. Don't say yes to everything. Choose what you want to say yes to. Then when you say yes to certain work or certain propositions, you have to know how to prioritize other such work, such that you do those that are really important, those that are urgent and urgent first, such that it feels like you're doing one thing at a time. You're focusing on one thing at a time. You have some time to rest. Then that will increase your productivity and quality of your work that you're giving. Again, if you're just joining, today we're talking about tips for successful life journey. Take some time to rest, because rest is very important for the mind and for the body. It increases your mood. If you're happy, you interact with people very well. If you're energetic, if your mind is clear, you give more to people, and you appear to be more interested in what you're doing more if you feel rested. Less stress, better result. Thank you for joining our discussion today on tips for successful life journey. Make sure you take some time to rest. If you have any comments or questions or personal story you want to share, please put it in the chat, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.